So Facebook content monetization has come to stay in Nigeria and in Africa, though not in all African countries, but it is now a thing, and anybody can monetize their Facebook pages so long as they meet the monetization requirements. And one of the monetization requirements is that you have at least 5,000 followers. So if you're interested in monetizing your Facebook page but you don't yet have up to 5,000 followers, I'm going to be showing you some simple strategies to achieve that in less than 30 days or in less than a month. Not only are you going to acquire followers, but you're going to be acquiring active, real followers who can actually engage on your content. But this tutorial is not even for only people who are looking to get their pages monetized. If you're also looking to grow your Facebook page followers so that you can get people who can actually purchase or buy from you, this tutorial is also for you. We're going to be talking about these strategies in 3 different buckets. The first is your content strategy, the second is your content sharing strategy, and the third is how to run Facebook ads with little money to actually get as many followers as possible. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This is Smart Skills Up TV, and here we talk a whole lot on how to make money online, how to grow on social media as a business person, and also a lot on sales, marketing, and advertising. Now let's talk about the first strategy, which is the content strategy. Facebook says that you can monetize both your text-based content and your video-based content. So for video-based content, you can earn money when ads are played inside of your videos, and this is what we usually know as in-stream ads, right? So whether you're creating text-based content or video-based content, some things must stand out, and that is interest and relatability. Now your content must be able to educate or entertain people, or even do both. This is one of the requirements for getting viral videos on Facebook. And you know what happens when your video goes viral? It actually brings more eyeballs to your page. You also want to be using interesting storylines when necessary. Also, you want to be sharing real and authentic content. Don't copy others. Do what is going to be working for your particular brand. Remember that your brand is different from this other creator's brand. So you want to be sharing authentic and interesting storylines, embed them into whatever content that you're trying to create. And it's also important that you test different things at different times to know what is going to be working for you and what is not going to be working for you. Or another thing is to ensure that you're sharing content that shows your vulnerability, your human side, once in a while. Especially so because these stories help people to connect emotionally to you, and also helps people to see the human side and the real side of you. Content that shares about your vulnerability might be a content that shows people that even though you're successful or you're this kind of person that we've been seeing before, there are times when you also get it wrong, right? So showing people that you also don't have everything figured out can also help people to relate with your content, and also help them to, warm more up to you. Another thing I want to emphasize about creating content is that you have to be consistent with creating content for your Facebook page. All right, so I know how discouraging it can actually get when you start to create content and you're not getting the engagement, your videos are not getting enough views, and all you're getting on your posts are just cricket, like people are not really engaging. It can be really disconcerting and really discouraging. One of the things you can actually do is to bulk create your content. That way you have all your content for the week created and maybe uploaded, and using the Facebook Meta Business Suite Planner. All right, so you create all your videos, for instance, and then you plan everything to go out at certain points in time during the week. So that way, even if one of your video doesn't do well, you won't be discouraged from creating other ones. All right, who knows, the last video for that week might actually be the one that does so well, and you may have missed the opportunity to actually post that content if you had been discouraged from posting it in the first place. So consistency is very important. Now let's talk about the content sharing strategy. Now this talks about where, when, and how you post your content. All right, and when it comes to where you post your content, this means that you're not just posting content on your Facebook page alone. You have to be able to share this content in as many places as possible. Share it on your WhatsApp status, engage your friends and your family members to share it for you, or because the more new eyes that are seeing your content, the better for you. So when they come to your Facebook page through your content link that you've shared with people or that you shared on your WhatsApp status, they are viewing your page, and not just viewing your page, but they are also viewing other content that are interesting as well. So this is why you have to have interesting content on your page every time, because when you have new visitors and they go through your page and they don't find anything interesting, trust me, they are going to leave and they will never come back. All right, but when you have enough content on your page that educates them, inspires them, entertains them, they are going to stay and engage with your other content, and it will keep on coming back. All right, so where you share your content really matters. Share it everywhere you can. Share it on other social media platforms that you're also active on. This is going to help new eyes see your content every day. And another thing you want to also do is to emphasize for people to share your content within your content. So let's say you're doing a video, for instance. So for this video I'm doing now, for instance, this video I'm recording, I'm going to be saying something like, if you find this video valuable, please share it to people in your network whom you believe would also, get value from this tutorial. So this is me telling you to share this tutorial. All right, so you can also do the same thing in your content, whether they are text-based content or video-based content. You have to do that within the video. All right, and another thing you can even do is to use emotions to get people to actually do that. So remember that humans are emotional beings and we respond to things that trigger us emotionally. So if you can say something like, once in a while, not every time though, you can say something like, I've not been having a good time recently because my videos have not been getting enough engagement, but if you help me share this video, you're going to be doing me a favor, you're going to be making me happy for the rest of today. Trust me, you're going to be getting people who would share that video because they also feel an emotion. When you say that thing, some people can actually relate to it and they'll be like, oh, or maybe on your birthday, right? You can even use maybe special occasions in your life to actually get people to, reshare your content. All right, because this is really very important. This is how people get viral content. Another thing is, when you share your content, depending on the niche that you are in, it is not every time of the day that your audience are actually going to be available or active on Facebook. All right, so you want to ensure that you're posting at the time when you know that the people whom you're targeting are going to be active. So let's say, for instance, if you're a food brand and you're creating food content, you're creating food videos, mothers and people who are going to be interested in watching such content may not be available on social media in the morning during the weekdays because they may go to work or they may be doing school runs, right? So you want to time them for the evening time between the hours of 5 p.m. to maybe 10 p.m. when you know that you're going to be settled down to actually go through social media. All right, even though there are some people who go through social media like all day, but trust me, it is not everybody. However, you can test different times. So this is one thing I like with social media platforms, and in fact with everything in life, right? So when you test one thing and you test another thing at different times, right, with different type of content types, you're going to be able to determine over time which one is going to be performing better for you. All right, so you would find that when you're planning your videos, if you're using the Meta Business Suite to plan your videos or to plan your content rather, you would find that Facebook is going to be telling you that this is the particular time of the day that your audiences are going to be active. But sometimes it may actually be wrong. Sometimes it may tell you 5 p.m. but then it may not be correct all the time. You can also go with your timing, but then try to also go with your own timing as well. All right, so timing is very, very crucial to posting content that actually ensures that people see and follow you and engage with your content. Now remember that it is not only your followers that Facebook is going to be showing your content to. All right, so it's actually the same with YouTube, right? So they will show when you first post your content, they will first of all show the content to your followers. Then when your followers start to, engage with the video, I keep saying video because I am more familiar with video content because of YouTube, right? But it's also the same thing for text-based content. So the first few minutes of posting that content is very important. So that's why you want to ensure that it is also very engaging, because once the algorithm of whatever social media platform sees that your content is doing well with your followers, they start to push it out to more people as well. And then you should also help them by getting people to share. Like when you tell people to help you share, it also brings traffic into your content from other people other than your followers. So these are all things that signals the algorithm to know that, okay, this content is actually interesting, let's push it out to more people. And trust me, that's how people get viral content. All right, so your content sharing strategy matters a lot. Now the last strategy is actually how to do this with ads. How do you go about creating ads that get more eyes on your content, such that people who are seeing this content are interested in it, they are maybe going on to engage with the content, and by doing so it also signals the algorithm that your content is interesting and that they have to share it. I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this with ads. But remember, the ad is not where the magic is. It is actually with your content. The ad is only going to be helping you get enhanced visibility. All right, and by getting your content out there with ads and enhancing your visibility, you're going to be getting people who are going to be engaging with the content, and of course following your page, liking your page and all that. So it is not exactly a page like ad, right? Because I feel that when you're doing a page like ad, it may not actually count. If followers you're going to be getting from ad, like directly from maybe page likes ad, is going to be counting for monetization, then I feel it's going to be like a cheat of some sort, because people can always buy their way through. All right, but with this type of ad I'm going to be showing you how to do, you can actually get people who are following you from your content and not exactly because you're running a page likes ad. Now raise up your hand if you understand what I'm trying to say, but if you're getting confused, please go to the comment section and type I don't understand, and I might address that in the comment section. All right, so I'm going to be going off my screen to show you how to actually achieve this with ads. All right, so of course what you're going to do is to navigate to the Facebook page that you want to use to boost the post. That's the Facebook page that you're building, that you're hoping to monetize, right? So if you're going to be running ads for it, you just navigate to the page and you're going to be seeing the boost post option on each of your content. All right, so the content that you actually decide to run that ad for has to be your most engaging and your most interesting content. So one thing I usually advise is that content that performed well organically out of all your content should be the one that you should actually pay or spend money for to boost it, because it means that it is more engaging, it is more interesting. So boosting the post is very simple. So once you click on, let's say for instance that this is the post that we want to boost, I'll click on boost post, and then we're going to be going through the process of boosting the post. All right, so of course it's usually very easy doing this from a mobile phone, so you can also do it from a mobile phone. But the first thing you're going to be doing is to look at your ads account. So the ads account you're using to run this ad has to be has to have a payment method that will be convenient for you to make payment for your ad. So most of the times a lot of people have issues with their payment method, and I've done several tutorials on my channel to talk about how to resolve payment methods on your ads account. So sometimes you may see that the ads account that you're using to run ads is having a payment method that has either been disabled, or you can't even pay for the ads, right? So you have to check and be sure that the payment method you're using is going to work, right? So now we're going to be selecting the goal that we want to use for this campaign. So I'm going to be clicking on change because it's on automatic goals, but I'm going to be changing it from automatic to the one that we actually want to use, right? So you have different options. You can get more messages, get more video views, grow your customer base, or get more calls and get more website visitors. But I think the one that is going to be more appropriate for this campaign we want to run is this get video views. As well, we want to be getting engagement on this our content, right? So people are going to be commenting because it's a video. People are going to be watching it, commenting, and if it's very, very interesting, of course, you can trust that you will get a lot of comments, a lot of shares, a lot of likes, and also a lot of follows. So one thing I used to do is when people start to engage on my ad like that, I'll go to that place that is showing the number of persons that have engaged, or the number of persons that have liked or love my content, and then I'll click on invite. So that invite is going to be inviting them to like your page, right? Once you click on video views, let's go down, and then we're going to be clicking on save, and here it's going to be showing us how our ad is going to be looking like. So we're going to be changing this button. We don't want any button to be on our ad. We're just going to be saying no button, right? So click on no button, and then we don't have, our ad does not fall into any special category. We'll leave it at that. Then we'll set up the audience that we want to see our ad. In this case, I think that it's even better you leave it at advantage audience, especially so if your content is going to be resonating with everybody, right? However, you can actually still decide to change your location, right? Your location targeting, for instance, if you don't want people in specific locations to see your ad, and then people within specific age brackets to see your ad, you can actually change that to the age bracket that you want to show your ad for, right? So now we even have people in your local area. We have your custom audiences and people you choose through targeting and all of that, or all of those options. So you can go through it and see which one is going to be more beneficial for you, right? Then for the duration, we can actually say we want to do this ad for the first 5 days, all right? And then we can choose how much we actually want to run this ad with per day. All right, so I'm going to be clicking on this pencil option, and then I would say, okay, so this is more like for the entire lifetime of our ad, right? So we can say we want to spend, let's say, 10,000 naira for the entire lifetime of our ad. All right, now remember that if you're going to be doing this, there is going to be a summary of your payments. You're going to be seeing the total amount, and this is going to be the total amount of your ad plus VAT. And I'm going to be advising that if you're going to be running ads, regardless of the fact that you can actually do both text-based and video-based, I'll advise that you use video-based content, right, instead of just static images or text-based content. All right, so it's better you use video, because videos are more engaging and they communicate a much more clearer message, and also helps to build trust faster. All right, so once you're done with your pricing and you're satisfied with that, you can now come down and then look at the placement. Where do you want your ads to be shown on? So we have the advantage placement, which is Facebook trying to, help you show your ads to places that it feels that your ad is going to be performing better. But then if you don't want it to show everywhere, you can actually decide to select the particular places you want your ad to show for. All right, so you can take off Instagram and also take off Messenger, right? And I think that you should actually do that. You should do the manual placement option, so that it will help you, maximize your ad spend, so that your ad is not just running in everywhere and then spending money. Then you can leave out all this this option here where we have pixels and all. So pixel is for when you're running ads to a website. All right, then when we have the payment method, this is where you get to pay for your ads. You can now click on change. Say for instance that you have another card you want to use to pay for your ads, you can now change it, but then everything actually starts from your ads account. If you have an ads account that works, you won't have issues with your payment method. And this is where I'm going to be drawing the curtain on this tutorial. I believe that if you follow these strategies religiously, if you follow them strategically, right, you're going to be getting the results that you're actually anticipating to get, which is increased follower count within 30 days. I guarantee that if you do these things well, you would get even more than the 5,000 follower counts that I had actually indicated in the title of this tutorial. All right, I hope you've gained value from this tutorial. Don't forget to like this video, share it with people in your contacts whom you believe will benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you will become a part of our family and won't miss out when we post similar tutorials just like this one. Thank you so very much for staying until the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.